I recently purchased Yu-Gi-Oh! The Early Days collection for Nintendo Switch 2, and I decided that I would play backwards, meaning starting with World Championship 2005, Seven Trials to Glory, and I just defeated the main story of that game last night. The original game, when I played it, took me about 25 hours to complete on the Game Boy for the main story. But at that time, I didn't 100% know what I needed to do. This time, I knew that I needed to go to the weekend tournament, finish the weekend tournament a couple times, beat the limited tournament, then beat the Kaiba Corp tournament, then beat regionals, then beat nationals. This took me about 16 total hours of gameplay to do that, including deck editing and everything like that, before I unlocked the Shadow World. I'm currently playing in the Shadow World, and I plan on doing the survival tournament later, probably in a week or two, or not in a week or two in game. Simply just want to get some stuff done with the gaining some cards and things of that nature before I enter into the survival tournament. I would say that this game definitely holds up for the nostalgia. You can play ritual monsters, fusion monsters, normal monsters, effect monsters, spell and trap cards. And yes, they were called magic cards at the time that the game was released, but they're no longer allowed to be called magic cards because of the lawsuit with Magic the Gathering. So they are now called spell cards, which is why the set that was originally called Magic Rulers is now called Spell Rulers, and it was reprinted recently. As an adult, I definitely found that it was a lot easier of a game than it was as a kid, because I know more about card games and Yu-Gi-Oh! And strategy than I did as a kid. I also know more that just editing your deck and also figuring out the ways that you can just manipulate the game, and because it makes you do certain things in certain orders, and knowing what those orders are made the game a lot easier. But I would say this game I would give a 4.5 out of 5 in terms of replayability, as well as for the story. The story is really good. You start as just a humble duelist going into Grandpa's shop, getting your first deck. You go, you play some duels, you get some money, you make some money, you get some more cards, you go and play in a weekend tournament. It's 2 rounds, a single duel, then a match duel against one of the anime main characters. Then you unlock new characters after doing that 4 times. You play in the limited tournament, where you get to play like Tristan, Taya, Mai, Joey, Yuki, Seto. Tristan, Taya, Mai, Joey, Yuki, Seto, and Rex. And then in the Kaiba Corp tournament, you play the same people, but Tristan is, I believe, replaced with Weevil. And then at the end, you beat Kaiba again, and then you go and play in the regional tournament, which is 4 weeks of just random people, and then in the national tournament, you play an anime main character. I got really lucky on that one. So I actually beat her pretty easily, because her Harpy Lady deck is not strong when you play a beatdown deck with your top boss monster being Blue Eyes White Dragon. Overall, I would definitely say the game is worth it. I plan on going through and finishing the game up by beating the Shadow World stuff and collecting all the cards in it. And then after that, the game prior to that is actually, I think, Destiny Board Traveler. I'm not 100% sure what it is. I don't have my Switch on me to look either. But I'm planning on going through all of the games and seeing how I can do. But overall, 4.5 out of 5 for Seven Trials to Glory, which is probably what I would have rated it when I was a kid back in 2005, when I was, 11 years old playing it. Remember, I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was like 8. And so I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a long time. And I definitely think that it's a better version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Than the current game in some senses, and a worse version in other senses. There's far too many combos in modern Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I think somewhere in between what we had in that Seven Trials to Glory 2005 format and what we have now in the modern format is probably where Yu-Gi-Oh! Should be, but I don't think that'll ever happen. So there's that.